In today's maritime sector, controlling air pollution is no longer just a national concern, it starts at the global level. In this video, we'll explore how regulations flow from the international stage down to the national level, and finally how a single vessel, HD-IAPP, implements these rules in practice. Maritime air emissions control begins at the international level with the International Maritime Organization (IMO's) MARPOL Convention, specifically Annex 6, Regulations for the Prevention of Air Pollution from Ships. Annex 6 covers several major categories of emissions. Sulfur oxides, SOx. Nitrogen oxides, NOx. Ozone-depleting substances, ODS. Volatile organic compounds, VOC. Annex 6 establishes the global framework for controlling SOx, NOx, ODS, shipboard incinerator use, VOC emissions from tankers, and energy efficiency standards. The cornerstone of this system is the International Air Pollution Prevention (IAPP) certificate issued to ships of 400 gross tonnage (GT) and above on international voyages. Without it, a ship may face port state control, PSC, detention, fines, or denial of port entry. Under Regulation 2 of Annex 6, a new ship is a vessel for which the building contract was placed on or after January 1, 2013, or the keel laid on or after July 1, 2013, or delivered on or after July 1, 2015. Ships not meeting these criteria are considered existing ships. Globally, ships must comply with fuel sulfur limits, 0.5% m/m worldwide, 0.1% m/m in ECAs. NOx engine tiers, Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, depending on ship build date and engine. Prohibition of ODS, such as CFCs and halons. Approved incinerator requirements. Implementation of a Ship Energy Efficiency Management Plan, SEIMP, and compliance with Carbon Intensity Indicator, CII, for ships greater than or equal to 5,000 GT. Malaysia enforces MARPOL Annex 6 through the Merchant Shipping Ordinance, MSO, 1952, Amendment A 1551, and administrative instruments from the Malaysia Marine Department. Under the MSO 1952, the Director of Marine is the competent authority, responsible for conducting statutory surveys, issuing or endorsing the IAPP certificate, enforcing compliance under Sections 249B, 249E, and 361. Malaysian Shipping Notice, MSN, 24/2011 guides the implementation of Annex 6, ensuring all Malaysian flagged ships meet international air emission and pollution prevention standards. MSN 24/2011 specifies that the IAPP certificate must be obtained and carried on board. All fuel-related documents, such as bunker delivery notes, BDN, and fuel changeover logs, must be properly maintained. Surveys must be carried out by the Marine Department or a recognized organization, or the ship's SEIMP must be continuously monitored. Under Section 361 of MSO 1952, the Director of Marine may delegate statutory surveys and certification to recognized organizations, such as the Korean Register, KR, acting on behalf of Malaysia. These surveys follow the Harmonized System of Survey and Certification, HSSC, which standardizes renewal and endorsement across CELAS, MARPOL, and loadline conventions. The vessel HD-IAPP is an oil tanker owned and operated by UUM Oil Tanker SDN, BHD, under the Malaysian flag. Port of Registry, Penang. Classification Society, Korean Register. Specifications. Keel laid, March 7, 2005. IMO number, 931-5848. Gross tonnage, 28,927. Deadweight, 39,276. Length overall, 222.17 meters. Length between perpendiculars, 210.00 meters. Registered length, 210.65 meters. Breadth, 30.00 meters. Depth, 16.80 meters. Scantling draft, 12.019 meters. Lightship, 12,033 tons. Since the keel was laid on March 7, 2005, the vessel is classified as an existing ship under Regulation 2.13 of MARPOL Annex 6. As a ship exceeding 400 GT and operating internationally, UUM Bolek must hold a valid IAPP certificate, issued either by the Marine Department Malaysia or the Korean Register on behalf of Malaysia. Under MARPOL Annex 6, Regulation 6, and MSN 24/2011, the ship must undergo 1. Initial survey, to verify compliance before the IAPP certificate is issued. 2. Intermediate survey, within 3 years of certificate issue. 3. Renewal survey, every 5 years. These surveys ensure compliance in 5 critical areas. First, sulfur oxide emission control. Fuel oil must have sulfur content less than or equal to 0.5% m/m globally or less than or equal to 0.1% m/m in ECAs. Ships must carry a valid bunker delivery note. Fuel changeover logbook when operating in ECAs. Second, nitrogen oxide emission control. Marine engines categorized as Tier 1, 2, or 3. UUM Bolek, built 2005, falls under Tier 1 requirements. Each engine must hold an EIAPP certificate and technical file, verified by the RO. Third, ozone-depleting substances. CFCs, halons, and other ODS are prohibited. Ship must maintain an ODS record book for refrigerant and firefighting system maintenance. Fourth, shipboard incinerators. Only IMO-approved incinerators may be operated. Prohibited to incinerate plastics, sludge, or chemical residues. Fifth, Ship Energy Efficiency Management Plan, SEMP. All ships greater than or equal to 400 GT must carry a SEMP to manage fuel efficiency and reduce GHG emissions. UUM Bolek, being greater than or equal to 5000 GT, must also comply with IMO DCS and CII rating requirements. Under the Merchant Shipping Ordinance 1952, failure to comply with MARPOL Annex 6 or MSN 24/2011 may result in fines, detention of the ship, revocation of the IAPP certificate. The Director of Marine has full authority under Sections 306Q to enforce action if a ship violates emission limits, lacks valid certification, or obstructs inspections. The ship's Master and Chief Engineer maintain daily compliance records, while the designated person ashore, DPA, at UUM Oil Tanker SDN BHD ensures surveys are up to date under HSSC. Fuel procurement complies with Annex 6 limits. All emission records are available for Port State Control, PSC, inspection.
Thank you for watching.